Hey, what's going on, everyone? Obscure Edge here. We're back with Evil Dead the game. They've released a new game mode, which is Battle Royale, essentially, is what it is. It's called Splatter Royale. We're going to get into it. I'm going to give you some tips, tricks of how to stay alive. The first day this came out, I was waiting 20 to 30 minutes for a match, and matches were lasting anywhere between a minute to 2 minutes. I was dying that quick. But now that they've kind of sorted some of the server issues, put minimum players to 20 instead of 30, most of the time you can get in a game with 30 people quite easily, to be fair. I've gotten into a couple 40 games, but most of the time the game will just auto start between 20 to 30 players anyway. So we're going to get right into it. I'm going to give you a couple tips and tricks I've learned playing today. This will hopefully keep you alive. First thing I will say is, as far as I can tell, choosing your character is just what you look like in the game. It doesn't actually change anything because you pick your class anyway. Best advice I would give you is don't play any survivors because they stick out quite easily, to be fair. But if you pick a common I would say enemy that spawn in the game, like the skeletons and stuff like that, it's a lot harder to see you. I play this character here because she's really small and slim, and you can't really see her that well. And I've been hiding in bushes and stuff. People have been walking right by. Best class to play currently is Marksman, hands down. Yeah, I don't use any other outfits because obviously if you pick a special outfit, people will know it's you and stuff like that, whereas the basic enemies are a little bit harder to tell. So, yeah, that's my first bit of advice. Pick the smallest character you can. Don't pick the actual survivors because then it confuses the players on the battlefield as well. And obviously, the bigger you are, the easier of a target you are, even with the latency. Not had actually issues with the latency at all today. Every shot's been hitting with no issues whatsoever. But hopefully this kind of helps you enjoy it a bit more. I know Battle Royale isn't for everyone. It's just a side mode that came out of nowhere, to be honest. So hopefully this picks up the player base and they do more balancing and more server things for the actual real game as well, because I am enjoying this game again, and I always have enjoyed and loved the Evil Dead universe as well. But the more that I played this Battle Royale, I'm getting a lot better. Got first place and then a couple second places and then like third and stuff like that. But I'll speak to you while we're playing through this one. Try to get you kind of familiar with certain things. You know where good loot spawns in the sense that, yeah, it is different than the actual base game, but you know the bigger areas are going to have a lot of chests and stuff like that. So basically find somewhere to spawn as quick as you can, spawn in, grab a gun, because someone else is going to spawn in that area. You're going to want to kill them right away. If you start in an area where there's nothing there, try to float to the nearest, biggest area to go to because you don't want to be outboxes, essentially. The Battle Royale mode allows you to level up your classes. Essentially, let me just see here. We're on the outside of the keep. I don't want to be on the outside of the keep. I want to go into the keep. So while I'm able to move quickly, I should have went the other way. I'm going to go on the top of the keep and spawn. It'll auto-spawn you when you got 5 seconds left anyway. But try to spawn quickly. First thing you want to try to grab is anything around you, essentially. Usually a weapon's there, so it's a bit better. We got our first box. Grab a weapon right away. Got two of those. I'm playing Marksman, so I'm going right away ranged. This guy's got no weapon, so we're just going to go ahead and kill him. He's obviously quite new because he doesn't have a freaking clue what's happening. I don't have a lot of melee damage, so it took me a bit to kill him. That's what I'm saying, spawn quick, because you want to grab a weapon. People are going to be spawning in really quick, especially on Kendar's Keep. You're going to have a lot of players that will go to the Keep because it's got a lot of the chests and stuff like that. The chests, once they're used, they're used. But when you kill a player, you do get a drink anyway, so there's always that benefit. Another thing is, if you got an amulet, pop it right away. Don't wait like I just did there. Forgot I picked one up in the beginning. So always pop your amulet. Make sure you're full health and everything like that. So I'm playing Marksman, so I don't do a lot of melee damage, as you could just see. Prefer Marksman, that's a preference, because you can keep people at bay. You don't have to get up close and personal. So the longer you can keep them at bay is the better, and obviously keeping them out of range from the melee is the best thing to do. So I'm going to make a Marksman build that essentially nerfs all my melee damage, because I'm not looking to use melee unless it's like a completely last resort. Anyone could use the chainsaw from what I could see, by the way. Just a everyone use weapon. Okay, well, I don't think we could pick up any amulets. So my next suggestion is next box, put one in the amulet because you want to be able to use an amulet and be able to pick up another one. I'm gonna put everything in the range and amulets right in the beginning, essentially. So this is probably a warrior. Oh no, he doesn't even have anything, to be honest. I don't even have to worry too much. Boom, dead. Cheers, bud. Wasted my amulet. Little douche. Alright, so he's got an amulet. Pop that into shields, and that way I could pop another amulet in case I find another one. You can only carry 2 shemps. Every player could run 2 shemps. Don't know if other builds allow you to do other stuff. There must not be a lot on the bottom of the keep, or he ran up here thinking no one's been up here yet, because there's probably someone downstairs. I'm going to jump off the top of the keep now. No fall damage, just like the real game, so don't worry about that. You could essentially just get a bunch of stuff and camp. If you click M, you'll see where the circle is, and it gets smaller, just like normal battle royales. Personally, not my thing to do. I want to hit him with all these shotguns. I'm getting shot at by someone else as well. Yep. So we're going to start going into range. He's going to be coming up behind me. Knowing the map is going to be, obviously, to your advantage. He had a longer range, so I'm going to guess he's up above. He possibly is in this little crevices. I'll explain what that is in a second. It spawns an enemy, and if you kill the enemy, it drops some potions and stuff like that. AIs, just get rid of them as quick as possible. They'll drop some stuff. There's a guy above. I'm going to go ahead and spawn this enemy and hopefully take him away. This is a small rift, so this is just a baby enemy. There is large rifts, though. Oh. Poison boy. Remember while you're doing this, though, you're going to be worrying about people coming up on you, so try to do it in a place that is a bit safe. I'm not really safe, though, let's be honest. I'm not going to pick up that gun. Don't need it. Alright. Makes up what we lost. Try to keep your fear down. I wouldn't be putting stuff into fear because it's not really essential, to be fair. After I get my range up, I start putting into health and shields. Lots of health items right now. So we still have an enemy in the area. Still don't know exactly where he is. But like I said, he's shooting at me now. Oh no. I should have actually not done an instant kill because... Oh. That's a melee class, so we reload. She's going to try to keep distance, but she's going to try to get me like to go in close quarters is what I want to say. I'll pick up... no, that's a rare, actually. I'm not going to be using the melee anything on anyone unless it's like a last resort, like I said. Yeah, I don't put anything into fear until the end, to be honest with you. Because even though you want to keep your fear down so you don't get found easily, it's just... What the frick? It just let me pop that and I didn't even need it. Oh. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, don't do that. Don't... Oh, there we go. Alright, we're still in the circle, so we're alright. Kendar's... I think I just heard someone. Kendar's quite big. So people are always constantly coming in and out of here. I can hear footsteps. That ain't mine. Pretty sure. That character we just killed, which was the same as me, she's actually really hard to see, as you can see there. Yeah, try not to do instant kills out in the open. They do block damage and stuff like that, but even still, when you get out of it, you're going to have to deal with it. At least if you're inside like this, you're not likely to be seen as easily. So someone's shooting above. You can see the little red blip. You could also sneak if you don't want them to hear you. Ah! I bet you had no health. Yeah, one more shotgun shell. Oh, he had a legendary shotgun, to be fair. So he did a lot more damage on his shot. I was trying to be cheeky and get a drink. See, that's 8th place. You know what I mean? You'll slowly start getting better and being to the bottom 10. Obviously, we only had 20-something players that game. But it's things like that. You want to, sneak where you can. He had no clue I had to jump on him. He still beat me. Fair play to the guy as well. But small characters, guys, find what you like. Either the mix of shooting and melee or just shooting. Personally, I like marksman over the melee because you could constantly just dodge back and shoot people. Obviously, melee does hefty damage if you could actually pull it off and stuff like that. But like I said, take these tips into the game mode with you if you do plan on playing it. Small characters, guys. Find a good area to start. Get your boxes right away and put it in. Know your build, obviously. You could go into the actual Splatter Royale here, and you can start building up whatever class you're playing. So I'm playing marksman, so I'm going to be putting everything down this line, which is going to increase my range damage, but I am going to start having things like, for instance, this will reduce my melee damage, this will reduces my maximum health, things like that. I'm aware of that, but I want as much damage as possible essentially into shooting. So I don't really have a build for you because I'm still learning this myself, things like that, but hopefully these little tips and tricks actually help you. Know the map, know where to spawn quickly, grab a gun or a weapon that you can defend yourself, kill anyone that spawns with you as soon as possible, gives you a drink right out of the gate, and they don't spawn with any weapons, things like that. And like I said, pick a small character that's hard to see, hard to spot, hard to hit. But yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying the Splatter Royale. I really am, as like another free update to the game. I did buy the Ruby update for £7.99. I think it was worth it. I mean, the character's really good. You get like, I don't know, 6 or 7 skins or something like that, or even more with it. So basically, you're paying that much just for the characters. Skins are just kind of like extra, because I don't really care for skins anyway. But I mean, Dead by Daylight charges around the same for a killer and survivor. So I mean, yeah, I say it's worth it if you really like, you like the leader role. I like all roles. Leader's probably my least favorite, to be honest with you. But since Ruby's been at it, she's got a lot of cool features. I've got her up to 22 now as well. So slowly leveling her up more and more. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the Splatter Royale. Do you think it was unnecessary? Do you think it's just not for you? Or let me know what you're thinking. Hopefully more balancing comes to the game, and hopefully this new mode brings people back to play it. But thanks for watching, everyone. Take it easy. Happy gaming, and I'll see you on the next one.